everybody. Welcome to the What happened? Oh, here we are. Welcome to the Child of Mecha live stream. I'm your host, Tim, the one and only Child of Mecha. It's been a week. But here we are, back together again. We got the Froggy Gang. Let's get some frogs in the chat. Come on, let's go. Frogs. Let's get the frogs out. So yeah. Frog Gang. Anyway. Alright, so, we're gonna... It's last night of masking this base. I promise you. Busy week. Very busy week. Couldn't get a lot done, unfortunately. On the hobby side of things. House things took precedent, unfortunately. But, got the pictures done of the GM Quell. So next he is going to go into an alcohol bath and get cleaned up. And then he's going to go into the food dehydrator. And he's going to get all nice and dry. Just completely dried out. And then it's going to go primer and base colors. So Wednesday, we'll start masking on the Quell. And you'll see how the base colors are going to come out. So I'm pretty excited about all that. So anyway, let's get some business out of the way, and then we're going to talk Mecha Decals, because I'm excited. Alright, so if you are interested in any of the tools and materials that we work with here on a nightly basis, man, hit up the Amazon link just below here in the description. That side if you're watching on the Facebooks. And yeah, there's a whole bunch of stuff in there. I do get a bit of a commission based on the stuff that you buy, but it does not increase the cost for you. It just goes to help out what we do here. Like I said, tools and materials, books for inspiration, gear for photography and for streaming if you're into that. There's a whole bunch of stuff in there. Go peruse it. I'm adding stuff all the time. Take a looky look. Okay? Aside from that, if you want to rep the Froggy Gang, go get you one of these. Hit up www.childofmecha.com. Hit the store button up at the top. You will find this shirt and all the other 9 insignias from the sheet 3. You'll find all of the colored insignias from sheet 3 on there, all 10 of them. You'll find the Ace Pilot series. You'll find a bunch of stuff, right? So it's very, very cool. Go stock up. Excuse me. And if you really want to show your support for what we do here, man, go hit up the Child of Mecha Patreon. A lot of cool stuff going on there. The patrons got like a 3-day heads up on sheet 4. They saw it Friday night, and they've seen the entire sheet too, like top to bottom. They've seen all the insignias complete. So they saw that 3 days ago. So that's kind of the benefit of it, right? But we also do giveaways. We also do hangouts. We do exclusive posts and stuff like that. There's a lot more pictures that are posted to Patreon than there are on the normal social media channels, right? So if you have the inclination and the ability to do so, man, go hit it up. Go show your support. It would be very much appreciated. All right, so almost forgot. If you are interested in kits, tools, paints, accessories, Mecha Decals, I need to change that to a 4, don't I? 3's been out for like 6 months. I need to change that to a 4. Forgot about that. Anyway, hit up our good friends right down here, USA Gundam Store. Adam and the fine crew will definitely have what you need. So, let's talk about Mecha Decals. Okay? Sheet 4. And I saw a lot of people talking about it in the chat here just a few seconds ago. So let's go and take a looky look. Let's see. Where did it begin? Right about here. Brandon said, about to be Penguin Gang Gang when Mecha Decal Sheet 4 come out. And then Bill, Mr. Ruslam says, you mean Kuda Gang, right? And Bill says, penguins are for mechanism so we can all be fancy in our tuxes. Hey. Let's see. Thomas Staten wants to know what and this is a question.
We have a question.
What can I use as a poor man's kiln? What are you planning to do, Thomas? Let me know. Let's see. Just Sean F is out there on YouTube. What's going on, Rhea? Hope you're enjoying your poster. Let's see. Okay, so Thomas wants to, I guess, dry clay, like modeling clay. Okay. Now I know Bill, he said kitchen oven usually gets up between 500 and 550. Yeah. So yeah, I mean, a lot of oven work. Oh, look at that. Look at this. Look at this. Edward Leonard with the $4.99 super chat. Haven't seen one of those in a while. He says, yo, love you all. Love you, Tim, stopping by to say what's up. Be safe. I'll be lurking. Night. Edward, thank you, buddy. You get one of these. Oh, that's nice. All right. Good deal. Let's reset those. Oh, hey, there it is. Delayed, but it's there. So yeah, I'm thinking like, Thomas, use your oven or something. I don't know. I have not much experience in that sort of thing. So, yeah. Anywho, all right. So let's talk about Mecha Decal Sheet 4, yeah? Really kind of excited about this one, right? The insignias are really cool. And I'm bringing it up on my phone. Excuse me. The technical jargon, I raised that up to like level 11. So it's definitely a step up in a lot of ways for this particular sheet. Now, for those of you wondering about the official sheets, the Fetty and the Xeon, those are still in process. The Fetty sheet is probably about 75% done, and it's looking really, really good, really good. Charles Dodge says Star Trek technical jargon levels. Yeah, actually. So here, let me tell you, like, there's one I'm really proud of. Like, it's just right. Let me find it here real quick. Hang on. Okay, so here it is. It's in the story on the Instagram story, right? It says, let's see. I'm gonna need the type is so damn small. Greek Knockos with the sub. What up, Charles? Good deal. All right, so let's see here. What do we got here? It says, ensure total radial composite deviation is within specified tolerances. Composite action test must be logged in the maintenance manual before and after sortie. It's just, it's like, I don't know. I just found these like references online and I just started digging. I liked them. So I threw them in there, right? What's this one? Power line adapters must be secured before panel is locked. Only use RDA adapters for high voltage lines. See maintenance manual for more information. Only authorized electrical personnel are to service these systems. Yeah. Charles says, assuming it comes back after the sortie. Well, then you don't have to worry about it, right? But, yeah, so Sheet 4 is definitely kind of stepped it up with the jargon and stuff. I wanted to get get some different stuff in there for people that they could use on not only like mobile suits, but also on any sort of sci-fi thing, right? Rusty says technical jargon. Me, ha! What a nerd, right? I don't know. I'll be honest with you. I do research some of these things. Like I'll look up like stupid technical jargon, right? And I'll be like, oh, that sounds really kind of cool. Let me see what this is all about, right? So yeah, so the power line adapters, the total radial composite. I don't even know what that means. It sounded good, right? Let's see. There's one. There's one decal about checking the trunnions before and after sortie. There's just there's a ton of juicy technical jargon on these things. Charles says, got any do not step here labels? Yeah, those are actually on sheet 1, I think. Charles, they're just little itty bitty things. But yeah. Excuse me. But yeah, so sheet 4, very 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 excited about. I just sent those off to Cartograph this morning to get our quote for them, and so they should hopefully be replying back within a day or two. So we're gonna get these things done up and to you guys as quickly as possible. Yeah. And then, like I said, the Fetty sheet and the Xeon sheet, those are automatic, boom, straight to Cartograph at this point. And I don't know if you saw the social media post the other day. They are being designed and sized to fit perfectly with the Mecha Decal insignias. So you could have custom units for either Feds or for Xeon. You can have both. You could have Fetty frogs or Xeon frogs. It's up to you. However you wanna design it. That's the beauty of Mecha Decals. There's so much customization that you can do. Not only can you combine decals from different sheets and stuff like that to create your own custom configuration of decals and stuff, but they just work seamlessly across the sheets, and that's how I've designed them. So it's just a good thing, right? Hey. Charles says, or even not a lift point. Ooh, that's actually a good one. I'll have to remember that, Charles. Actually, I don't have any of those. Not, no lift point or anything like that. I do have no steps. Those, like I said, those are on sheet 1 if I'm remembering correctly. But yeah, we have no step. And a bunch of other ones. They're like little boxes with crosses in them, and it says no step above it. It's just, your normal kind of Navy military jet type of warning. Yeah. GizmoCon Gumpla says Mecha Decals logos work on Mackay as well. Yeah, they do. Yeah. They work on any mecha, honestly. Or any sci-fi for that matter, right? You build yourself a custom spaceship. You want some insignia decals? Boom, Mecha Decals, done, right? Mecha Decals work perfectly on all sorts of sci-fi stuff. You can slap them on. You can slap them on Star Wars kits. You can slap them on Mackay kits. You can slap them on Zoids. Gundam, obviously. Anything you want. Anything you want. So, yeah. That's why Mecha Decals are, in my opinion, the best. So yeah, so we're very, very excited about sheet 4, Adam and I, and I think once those come out, and then once the Fetty and the Xeon sheets come out, you guys are gonna just have so many options to choose from, right? So many options. It's gonna be insane. And then every sheet after the first two official ones, every kind of in line with the normal Mecha Decal line is going to have 10 new insignia. Right now, I have over 100 insignia designed, done, and waiting to be placed on sheets. And I'm just like, these are great. I love these. There are some that I'm super excited about, but I don't have them slated until like sheet 13 or something like that, right? So I'm constantly moving around different decals and stuff like that. There were actually two. Let's see, the Barracuda on this sheet, and the Reaper on this sheet, on sheet 4. Those were last second additions. Last second. There were two other insignia that were on sheet 4 originally, and admittedly they weren't my best work, and I was never really happy with them. So at the last second, I'm like, I can't do this. I can't put these out here. These are stupid. These are dumb. So deleted them out. Slapped in the Reaper and the Barracuda, and yeah, I think it makes for a much stronger sheet overall. So yeah. Let's see. Bill says I couldn't link the kiln directly as the link was too long. Oh, for Thomas. Nice. Excuse me. Rusty says, if you have no step, do we have a snake insignia? LOL, just kidding. Bill says, slap them on your significant other's derriere. They look great there. I agree. Totally. 100%. Michael Dawson says, English text wouldn't look right on Star Wars kits. That's fair. I don't build a lot of Star Wars, so my knowledge is limited, admittedly. So, but that's a fair point. Yeah. Let's see. Jonathan GizmoCon Gumpla says, future Mecha Decal build-off? Absolutely. I'm already 3 steps ahead of you, Jonathan. Trust me, we'll get there. We'll get there. Let's see. Rusty says, insignia sticker bomb camo. Actually, I have one designed that's actually a bomb. Believe it or not. And the bomb is awesome because it looks like a cartoon bomb, and it has the shark mouth and everything on it. Fucking amazing. I love the thing. But that's like several sheets away. Funny you mention it, Rusty. Bill says, Gizmo, that's every build-off. Right? Shit, it seems like it now. Big Terps over there on Twitch, he says, talking of insignia, what's the deal with the frog logo lacking in my Gundam trivia? Oh, dude, no. Okay, so the frog, yes. Funny you mentioned that. The frog is actually an original logo of mine. I designed the we have 10 insignia on Mecha Decal sheet 3, right? And I designed them all, and they're original concoctions. And it just seems like everybody was drawn to the frog on the first, insignia sheet. And now with sheet 4, it's kind of up in the air. Everybody's pulling faction over these insignias, which I love, right? We got Brandon repping the Penguins. We got John Lynn out there repping the trees, the old hickories. We got Bill repping Barracudas over here. Like, come on, it's just it's cool to see. But yeah, that's basically. It's not official. It's not canon or anything like that. It's completely original to Mecha Decal Sheets 3. That's really what it is. And it just took off because I guess it hit with people. So the GM Quell is actually going to be painted in kind of froggy green, and he will be in the Frog Gang. So yeah, the Quell will be frogged up. Michael Dawson says, Reaper, you say? Do tell. Oh, yeah, Michael. Come on now, baby. Let's see if we have a... I know, yeah, here. The Reaper is... You can see him in the insignia sheet, right? Let's see. Oof. Let's go camera 2, and I'll show you the Reaper here, yeah? Because he was... I don't know if he made it onto... the normal post, but he's in the Instagram story. There's the Reaper. 22, right? And people love the whale too, right? I know Ty Furious. He's repping Whale Gang over here. Like, he posted about it in his story and everything. So, yeah. So let's see. So we got the hares. Fast and speedy, right? We got the whales, the reapers, the trees, those, the old hickories, I should say. Oh, no, damn it. Fuck. Of course I get out of my own freaking Instagram story, right? Let's see. Okay, so, and then what do we got? Corgis, for you corgi lovers out there. Ferrets, barracudas, there's the penguin up there, right? Let's see, there's a better shot of the trees, the old hickories, the knights. Let's see, okay, so right here you can kind of see the snowman and the penguin there, right? Let me bring up the post and you can see the snowman and the penguin a lot better. Let's see. No, come on. All right, let's see. Okay, so here you go. There's the snowman and the penguin. You can see that a lot better, right? They're just cool. They're just really cool, man. I just love them. I love the insignias so much. They're just really, really cool. They're just really, really cool. Let's see. Kelvin Branham says, Heidi ho, people. What's up, Kelvin? Good to see you, buddy. Stephen Eckert is over there on Facebook. He says, I got 3 shirts a few weeks ago, and they are amazing quality. Everyone needs to get some. Stephen, I agree, right? I totally agree. But thank you for your support. I appreciate you, buddy. You get one of these, Steven. Bang! Nice. But yeah, it's just the insignias are kind of a passion project. Really? I had so much fun designing these things. Because it's just I don't know, it's just pure creativity, right? Just pure creativity. Just awesome stuff. All right, so let's see here. Julius Sarge, what's going on? He has a question for us.
We have a question.
So he says, after the alcohol bath and dehydrator drying, how do you store your parts and prevent them from becoming contaminated with dust and other particles before priming and painting? That's a great question, Sarge. I have a bunch of different containers, obviously, and most of them do have lids. Believe it or not, they're just not on them. And then you got kind of containers like this that have the lid molded on. It's hinged on, right? So little containers like this Sterilite thing, they're called flip tops, right? These little sons of bitches are great. You can get these at Target real cheap, like $2-3 a piece, right? Very good to house parts and things. And they're also stackable, which is really nice. Now, they come in like these sizes. Actually, they come in a bunch of different sizes, but I like these kind of squarish sizes. And then they have another one that's like the same width, but twice as long. I really like. Actually, here, I got one right down here. Oh, where'd it go? Come here, you. Come here, you son of a bitch. Come here. Oh, god damn it. There go my nuts. So here's the larger one, right? Obviously much wider, right? But these are great. These Sterilite containers with the tops and everything. Yeah, and I just dropped my nuts on the floor. Shit. These nuts, not, anything else. Just saying. Okay. Anyway, there we go. Let's see. Bill says, any car guy should be on Cuda Gang's side. Hemi Cuda is a classic. Fair. That's fair. Sam L says, I love some of the new insignias. Thank you, Sam. I appreciate that, man. Rusty says, insignia for different companies of the Mecha Army? Could be. Most of them have, like, unit numbers, though. The Sheet 3, some of the insignias on Sheet 3 didn't have unit numbers. Those are the only ones that are not going to have unit numbers. Froggy being one of them, right? So they're going to have unit numbers. So, yeah. Couple of Uruguay says, Corgo Army? Yeah, why not, right? Why not? Charles Dodge says, to Julius, I have a large clear tote that I use for the whole painting process. While drying, I flipped the whole thing upside down and use pink foam to elevate the sticks, leave a crack for off-gassing. Fair, yeah. Michael Dawson says, that Reaper 22 looks crisp and sharp, my new favorite. Everybody's pulling factions on these decals, man. I fucking love it, I swear to you. Kelvin says, was on intense work for my 1/6 Industria Mechanica dystopic cosmonaut. Nice. Bill says, Tex will be all over the Corgi insignia. Oh, trust me, she already is. She was a few months ago when I showed it to her. So, let's see. Sam L says, I'll be putting the Corgi on everything. Nice. Nice. Brandon says, question. Shit, I gotta reset my buttons here. Oh, that's not the button I wanted. Shit. Delayed reaction on the reset. That's the question. There we go. That's the one I wanted. He says, does the Chado Mecha Store sell gift cards? No. Sorry. We don't. Let's see. Charles Dodge. Julie says, clear plastic tote. Charles Dodge says, yeah, like the Rubbermaid type storage totes. Yeah, like the boxes and stuff. Yeah. Let's see here. Kenneth says, need some Rooster and Cerberus insignia. Kenneth? Get out of my head. I actually have, I think, 1 or 2 Rooster insignias designed, and I do have a Cerberus. And a Hydra. Yeah. 3-headed dog and a 3-headed dragon. So there you go. Let's see. Charles Dodge says, search Walmart Sterilite storage bins. There you go. Exactly. Walmart, Target, pretty much any department store like that. Yeah. Let's see. Rusty says, did he just pull the D's nuts jokes on us? I might have. Anyway. Manny says, what's up with that Chihuahua insignia? Manny? Shh. That's not a. It's not a. That's not a Chihuahua. That's an ugly dog insignia. No offense to Second Julio either. I called it ugly dog way before I saw his. So for those of you that don't know, there's going to be a what is it? Insignia on sheet 5. Whenever that comes out, I don't know when that may be, so don't ask. Might be the end of the year. I don't know. But so Julio 2, Julionius, he showed us his dog after Mechanism ended on Friday, right? And I'm like, holy shit, I have that dog on an insignia that I designed. And sure enough, this dog looked exactly like the insignia that I designed. Deadpan. 100% exact. It was freaky. So I'm gonna switch some things around, swap that in on sheet 5, so that Julio can have decals of his dog, because it was just too awesome not to have on there. So yeah. Rook Mark II is over there on Twitch. He says, I switched over from Facebook to Twitch, so I am late to the party, but if you ever make a Rook insignia, I will be all over it. You guys, I'm telling you, I got 100 of them already designed. The Knight that's on sheet 4, it's just the first in the chess pieces. So, Rook Mark II, I got you. Don't worry about it. I don't know what sheet it's going to be on. I don't know. But it's going to be on one of them in the future. I don't know if it's going to be the near future or the far future, but it's going to be in the future. Yeah. So we got the Knights are the first one. The kings, the queens, the bishops, the rook, you know, all of them except for the pawn, because I'm sorry, but I don't really think that any military unit would want to be the pawn unit, you know? I would be very, very uncomfortable if I was in the pawn unit. You know, like, you guys are up front, don't worry about it, you'll be fine. You know, like, come on. So yeah, I'm not doing the pawns, but every other chess piece is on there. Yeah. Let's see. Caleb's with us over here on YouTube. He says, "Hey Mecha, just tuned in. What did I miss?" Oh man, we're talking about Mecha Decals, sheet 4, right? We're talking about that. Kenneth says, "Nuts insignia next." Nah. Manny wants to know, is it a Chinese crested Chihuahua? I have no idea. It's just an ugly little dog thing. I don't know. Let's see. Bill says it's a hairless cat Chihuahua cat dog thing. It basically is. And I'm sorry if Julio's watching this after the fact. My bad. Let's see. Kenneth, 4 Horsemen insignia. Yeah, that'd probably be way too complicated to have 4 individual components to it. Yeah. I think that's a little much for an insignia like that. Typhurus says, I got an animal that Tim doesn't have, a cockapoo. There you go. Definitely not. Nope. Not one of those. Manny says, they're not called pawns, they're called grunts. Still, though, I'm not... No. Brandon says, I want a Barney the dinosaur insignia. That would be against copyright, and I would get sued. I don't want that. No. Let's see. Gumpo Uruguay, Mr. Javier says, the pawns, glorious team of Operation Cannon Fodder. Yeah, basically. Colin, Mr. Hi Craig, he says, what's up, fam? What's going on, Colin? Good to see you, man. So the insignias are just great, man. And I could talk all day about the insignias. I really, really could. because it's one of the most fun things that I do in graphic design is like logo designs. You're just making something out of nothing, basically. I mean, you're basically scratch building an identity for something or someone, you know. It's just, yeah, it's so much fun, and I had so much fun designing these things too. Pab says, give me a silverback logo. Dude, I'm gonna have like 2 of them in the future. Don't worry about it. Team Monkey. Team Monkey. And if you guys didn't see, let me show you. Amber and I went decor shopping for our new place. And no, we haven't bought the new place or anything like that. Probably won't be for like a month still. But it's coming soon. But anyway, I digress. We went decor shopping, right? And I bought the best statue ever. And let's see. Yeah, there we go. Let me show you. Monkey! Monkey! Yes! Fucking monkey! Look at him! Majestic. And that is not a small statue either. That thing's like a foot tall. Yeah. It's sizable. But it's like a polystone resin, so it's not very heavy, you know? It was funny because they had silverback gorilla. I mean, basically King Kong, right? But I love this thing. As soon as I saw it, I'm like, that's going in the cart. Let's go. Done. We're going. Yeah, done. It was $25. Money well spent. I think I might have to take a can of black spray paint to it, because there are some nicks in things like that where the polystone resin shows through. So painted black. Bob's your uncle. Done deal. CML's 25 is not bad for that. No, it wasn't. They had the black one, and they had a gold one, and they had a silver one. Same mold and everything like that, just in obviously different finishes. But yeah, the black one was just right there. I had to have it. But yeah, me and the kid, we went. We just, because we don't really have a lot of decor in the current house, right? Because the ex took it all. But and I really don't care, because I want to have my decor, right? So yeah, that's one of our purchases from this weekend. We also bought this sweet metal, it's just like a metal box, right, with a hinged lid and everything. Just super cool. So yeah. Let's see. Let's get back into the chat and let's continue catching up here. Yeah. Bill says Reapers is already death. Then just make one for plagues, devourers, and Mars or Ares ones. That's fair. Yeah, that's fair. Could be interesting. Yeah. I mean, it won't happen for a while, but still could be really interesting, right? Pabs is like, I don't want 2, give me 1. Christ, Pabs. Sam L, yeah, Hobbit insignia for Pabs, I know, right? Rusty says, return to monkey. Let's see. Okay, I'm gonna totally butcher this name. Narracrative PRD? Narracrative? Narracrative Productions? I have no fucking clue. I'm sorry. I really am. They say hi. Hi. Thank you for watching. Manny says horse PP logo just for me. No. Hey, Nara Crade PRD. Thank you for the follow. Even though I'm killing your name, I'm sorry. Sam L says he won't make a self-port. Hey, Bill. Bad. Bad, Bill. Bad. Get off the sofa. Asshole. Let's see. Pab says Majestic throws feces, right? Kenneth says Tim need one Godzilla to pair up. Yeah, I thought about that, right? Maybe like I was thinking maybe like a if I could find like a polystone like a lizard or something, just like an iguana or some just dumb shit like that, right? It would just be subtle, but those that know, right? Could be interesting. Anyway. Let's see. Ty Furious says Pabs is so excited he just threw his own feces. Right? Michael Dawson says, question. Okie dokie.
We have a question.
Any headway on multicolor decals yet? No. Not yet. Well, sort of yes and sort of no. I know what multicolor decals you're meaning, Michael, like the regular Mecha Decals, like in a two-tone color. I know what that, I know what you mean by that. But the Fetty sheet and the Xeon sheet will be multiple colors. Yeah. They will be multiple colors. So, there you go. So technically, we'll have multicolor sheets, but it won't be the ones that you probably mean, And honestly, depending on some several other factors, I don't know. It could be in the cards. It's possible. I don't know. I can't answer that right now, unfortunately. I just don't. Not that I don't want to. It's just that I can't. I don't have an answer for you, unfortunately, right now. So, just one of those things. Still up in the air, Let's see. Charles Dodge Greek Knockers over there on Twitch. He says someone on YouTube chat wants a silverback insignia decal, and Tim happened to have picked that up. Yeah, I know, right? I love the monkey. I love it. It's so awesome. Anna Frames with us over there on YouTube. Online shopping together. A-dub. Aw. Thomas Staten, cough, Zilla, cough. There you go. Nara, god damn it. I'm killing it. I'm sorry. Nara Creative PRD. It's heavy? No, it's actually not really all that heavy. It's actually kind of light. Surprisingly, actually. Plastic Peon Workshop. He says, what's up, builders? What's going on, dude? Pabs to Ty says, only doing what our ancestors did. Fair. He says, if it's good enough for them, it's good enough for me. That's true. That's true. Let's see. Rusty says it would only cost about $5 to $10 to 3D print a 1 foot tall Godzilla. Anybody want to hook it up? Hook it up. I'm down. I would display that bitch. Let's go. Bill says, Rusty, are you offering to print one and send to him? See? Bill, we're right there, buddy. But I still need you to get a fuck off the couch. Bad Bill. Wow. Anyway. All right, so you guys, yeah, busy ass week last week. Busy ass week. Did not get damn near anything done last week as far as modeling goes. But like I said, house stuff took priority to that. Got some painting done, got some patching done, got a little additional molding work done to not kind of adjacent to the new floors and stuff like that. Yeah, it's been crazy. And then I had to the real time sink was prepping the artwork files for the decal sheets. That took a lot of time. I'm not gonna lie, that took a lot of time. But it's done. They're in Cartograph's hands, so we just wait. Yeah. Let's see. Rusty says, "LOL, perhaps." Ooh. Ramy Bro is with us over there on YouTube. They say, "Yo, what's the ratio for lacquer paint?" It depends, dude. There's no, and Ramy, no matter what anybody tells you, no matter what they say on Facebook groups or anything like that, there's no magic ratio. There's just not. My best advice is to start thinning it down until it gets to a milk consistency. Some pigments, some paints, it all depends on what it is, require more. Some require less. Get it to a milky consistency, and then you'll be in business, pretty much. Make sure it sprays through your airbrush at the PSI you shoot at. If it doesn't spray correctly, thin it down a little bit. If it sprays, if it starts to cobweb and stuff, thicken it up a little bit with a little bit more paint. You just have to dial it in kind of by eye. It's really what it comes down to, unfortunately. So, yeah, Pab says, no magic ratio. Everyone will give you a different answer. Yeah, exactly. I saw this shit on Facebook earlier today. Everybody's spouting off, and Pabs, you even commented on that, the Mr. Color ratio, right? People were 1-to-1, 2-to-1, 1.5-to-1, 1.25-to-1, blah 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 blah. I'm like, I'm not getting in this shit. I'm just not. I don't have the energy nor the time or the inclination to do it. I wanted to, because I felt bad for the guy that posted the question, but no, it just there was so much, too much, right? Pab says, I tried, Tim, can't teach to brick walls, man. Yeah, exactly. But like I said, if you ask anybody who's been in this hobby for a good number of years, you're going to get the same answer that I just gave you. There's no magic ratio, because it differs across not only paint brands, but also individual colors, right? Take, for instance, this is a perfect example, right? Tamiya. Tamiya Flat Blue, which is what the Blue Destiny is painted with, right back there. It required some thinning, not a ton. But then you switch to Tamiya White, which is obviously the bane of everyone's existence, and that requires an absolute ton of thinning. The two ratios, completely different. So that's the thing when it comes to thinning ratios. They don't exist. They're it's bullshit that people tell themselves. Oh, this is my thinning ratio. No, it's just garbage. It doesn't exist. It's false. It's a fugazi. It just is what it is, man. But like I said, you thin it, and you dial it in to a milky consistency. You put it through your airbrush and you spray that sumbitch, and if it sprays good, you're ready to rock. I hope that helps at least a little bit. I hope it doesn't scare the shit out of you, because I know if somebody 20 years in the hobby were to say that to me, I'd be like, oh fuck, what am I getting into? You know what I mean? But no, it just eyeball it. to a milky consistency, trust me, you'll be good to go. You will be. I know that. All right. Let's get back up on here. Bill says his current address is at the bottom of the screen, just in case, Rusty. Hey. No pressure, dude. Hey, Chris R. He's with us. He says hello. What's going on, Chris? Good to see you, man. Pab says no magic ratio. Everyone will give you a different answer. Brandon says got a little good news of my own to share. Company was doing some restructuring and pay cuts. Got scared since I just bought a house. Oof. Then boom, owner gave me a promotion and raise and told me he wanted to invest in the person that will help the company grow. What? Round of applause for Brandon, our boy. That's what I'm talking about, man. That's awesome, dude. That's what I like to see. Investment in the right things. Yeah. I like that. Brandon, stay with that company. Stay with that company, dude. It seems obviously that, they might have fallen on a little bit of a hard time, but they know where their bread is buttered. Yeah. They know where that bread is buttered. Great job, man. I'm proud of you. Seriously. It's awesome. It's awesome. Let's see. Bill says, Ramy Bro, every individual color from each brand is slightly different. Once you figure out your ratio, write it on the bottle for reference later. That's a good call too, right? Bill says ratios also depend on your individual airbrush setup, so it differs even more. Yeah. Depends on, whether you have a gravity feed or a siphon feed. I'm siphon gang. Hey. One of maybe a dozen. Yeah, so it depends on what your airbrush setup is. It depends on what PSI you spray at. It depends on a lot of different things. Just incrementally dialing it in. That's the name of the game. It really is. That's the name of the game. Anna Frame says, Tim, you said to just eyeball it. Yeah. Yep. Right down to milky consistency. Yeah. Ty Furious says, some pigments just need more thinning. I'm looking at you, white and red. Exactly. Exactly, man. Exactly. Brandon says, differs on what PSI you spray at, the needle size of your airbrush. That's another consideration. So many factors, just do it until it flows good. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Robert Cottrell, he's over there on Facebook. He says, well, hey, Tim, what's going on, Robert? Good to see you, buddy. Robert's kicking ass on the photography side of things, you guys. And he's doing composites now, too, which is really cool. So, good stuff, Robert. Good stuff, man. Bill says, and yellow, Ty Furious. Oh, God, I fucking hate yellow. And it's only the Tamiya yellow, right? Like the Mr. Color yellow and stuff like that, and some of the other yellows that I've used, they don't have that problem. It's just fucking Tamiya. Remy Bro says, thanks for the advice, bro. Dude, my pleasure, man. Like I said, I hope it helps in some way. I hope you don't get scared off by it. I really do. Chris R says, I just avoid white. Problem solved, right? Just use a very, very light gray. Charles Dodge says, and acrylics will thin different than lacquers. Yeah, white lacquer you can thin a whole lot more than other lacquer colors, but white acrylics usually can't be thinned as much as other acrylic colors. Fair. Kenneth says, no magic ratio, only recommended ratio and a trial and error. Yeah, yeah. Rusty says, the answer to what ratio is personal experience from trial and error. Also depends on what brand of thinner you're using. Yeah, another consideration, right? Pab says, good way to figure it out. If milky consistency is too vague, scrape the thinned paint up the bottle wall. If it runs like milk would, you're going the right direction. Yeah, yeah. Let's see. Brandon says, thank you. Had to share it somewhere. Had to keep it on the down low to not ruffle feathers at work. Hey. Nice. Nice. Thomas Staten says, Fugazi, that's a word I haven't heard in years. Yeah, man. You know, Donnie Brasco. It's a Fugazi. Fugazi. Yeah. And it's also that great part in Wolf of Wall Street. You know, where Matthew McConaughey is like, you know, that part. He's just like, what did he? How did he put it? Like, Fugazi, Shamazi, Shamuzi, ba ba ba. You know, it was just fucking funny. Such a great movie. Anyway, I digress. Brennan says, I'm 32 and I have been here 15 years. Wow, haha. It was getting to the shit or get off the pot point. Dude, Ed, you got right on that pot, bro. That's good stuff. Michael Dawson says, I always forget my ratios, so I just eyeball it. There you go. Bill says, Fugazi is a music band. That's true. Let's see. Bill says, also, Builder's Homework 2 exercise was posted over the weekend. Yes. It's a fun one, you guys. If you haven't seen it, go check Bill's post, or check my post, because I reshared it. And it's fun. You scratch building an edged weapon with just plastic sheets and glue. That's it. Have fun! No tube, no rod, no strip. It'll be a fun one, but it'll be challenging. Let's see. Chris R says, well, taking back to packing the house. Dropped in to say hi. Chris, man, take care, brother. It's good to see you, man. Brandon says, I'll start mine soon, Bill. There you go. Charles Dodge says, next thing you know, someone's going to ask, what kind of milk? Whole, heavy, 1%, 2%, skim, oat, almond, goat, mothers? That's car wax. Anyway. Is it? I don't know. Anyway. But yeah. So what I always go with is a thin, milky consistency. So if I actually was asked that, I'd probably go 1% or skim. That's just my opinion. Yeah. Anyway. Oh shit. Okay. We need to get some masking done, you guys. We've been talking for over an hour now. So let's get on this thing, because I don't really want to work on this base anymore on stream. I'll be honest with you. This is just kind of one of those filler. These are like filler episodes, you know, where I had to find something to work on so I could necessitate to have a live stream, right? It is what it is. It had to get done at one point or another anyway, so why not, right? Brandon says, I enjoyed the first one. Bill really showed that almost anything can be used for parts. Exactly. Ty Furious says, Tim just turned what kind of milk into a Monty Python sketch. Right? Oh. Nobody expects the milky consistency. I don't know. I tried. Let's see. Chris R says, no fun moving. Dude, what? Everybody's moving. Everybody is moving. God, Mike Wine moved. Brian, Mr. Bro Builders, moved. Tex is moving. I am going to be moving soon. And now Chris is moving. Like, what the hell? Everybody's fucking moving, man. Crazy. Maybe that's why it's so hard to find a house right now. Everybody's fucking moving. Anyway. Charles says, oh, white dyed water. There you go. Bill says, yes, and I noticed that even though you use different materials, you were able to combine them cleanly. Hey, there we go. Let's see. Kenneth says, Nanny Milk Tone. Ungawa's with us over there on YouTube. He says, definitely 2%. Fair. Rusty says, I'm moving. I too am moving soon. See? Brandon says, Brian moved? Yeah, he moved to Jersey. Yeah. He ended up getting a house, and yeah, he likes it. Right on the water too. Beautiful scenery. Let's see. Dave B says, I'm moving in August. Dude, fucking everybody is moving. Everybody. And if anybody wants to buy a house in Maryland, in a beautiful neighborhood, right across the street from a cop, very low traffic, nice family neighborhood, contact your boy. Very inexpensive. For what it's worth. Let's see. Brandon says, I just moved. Well, you built. It's a bit different. But still, I get what you're saying. Michael Dawson says, I was looking for my own place, but then COVID happened. Dude, that fucked everybody up, right? Fudabayoi's with us. He's over there on YouTube. He says, oh, Tim, finish this build. Is it ready for SCGMC? So, for SCGMC, I'm going to probably bring the Quell, which is going into priming, going into primer tomorrow. I might bring the Blue Destiny because I don't think I have brought the Blue Destiny to SCGMC. And they're just too little. They're too smallish models, so I think it'll be fine. I think it'll be good. Yeah. Pab says I just moved. I moved just before the craziness, right? Julie says I'd like to move back to Australia. That would be nice, right? Miguel's with us. He says I moved to the direction of my dining table. Takes all kinds, I guess, right? Sam L says, my wife heard you say that and said, no Maryland ever. Oh, come on. Mrs. Lowry, it's a beautiful state. We have all 4 seasons. We have mountains and beach fronts. We have a bay. We have cities. We're close to D.C. and close to New York City. And if you really want to get away, you can jaunt up to the beautiful country of Pennsylvania and see the Amish. It's great. And then just a short drive away is Virginia, the state of our forefathers. Come on, why don't you? Maryland's the place to be. Okay, I'm going to stop now. Oh, she's probably like, turn that motherfucker off. Oh, Jesus. That was funny, though. That was funny. Ungawa says, people keep sending me offers for my house. I guess people want to move. Feels like a housing bubble here. Dude, it's a housing bubble everywhere. The housing market sucks right now. It does. Brandon says to Julius, you move back to Australia and I'll come visit. Hey, we all will. Pab says, LOL, shut up, Miguel. Right? Bill says, how to test if your paint is thin enough, fill the airbrush cup, point nozzle at your eyes, pull trigger. If you can still see afterwards, then it's still too thick. And Bill's put in just capital letters, do not do this. Foodie always says, okay, that is not what I wrote. LOL. Let's see. Pab says, please dust it off before you bring it. Shut up, Pabs. Stephen Eckert says, Maryland is amazing. Don't hate. Right? This is Maryland's home, man. Love Maryland. I'm born, bred, and raised here, so yeah. Youngawa says, Dusty Destiny. Oof. Sounds like a stripper. Brandon says, it's my dream vacation. Go there for a month, then New Zealand for a couple weeks. Planning on doing it when the wife and I retire down the road. Hey. Sam L says, she said, no, you got snow. And I have family who is Amish. We don't need more. That's fair. That's fair. We only get a little bit of snow. It's not like we're New England or anything. Like, it maybe snows once or twice a year. And it's usually pretty light. So there's that. And you get to experience all 4 seasons. And there's no earthquakes. And there's no tornadoes. And there's rarely a hurricane. It's just a beautiful place to live. I'm just laying it on so thick it's not even funny. Oh, I gotta thin that shit down a little bit. My mixing ratio is way too thick. Oh man, Pab says the Amish are in PA. I thought John Lynn was in New Hampshire. Wow. Let's see. Bill says Texas has all 4 seasons: salty, spicy, sweet, and sour. Fair. Halo Z32 is over there on Twitch. He says, Bubble is everywhere. I'm getting those buy house letters here in Texas. Oof. He says, got loads of friends in the DC area. Enjoy the visits. They see, there you go. It's a fun place to live. Sam L says, I grew up in Michigan. I don't even want snow anymore. No, I don't blame you. I don't blame you. Let's see. Brandon says, where at, Sam L? I'm in Michigan. Hey. Julius says, you forgot barbecue and Tex-Mex. Ooh, Tex-Mex. One of my favorite cuisines. Foodie Bay always says, Tim lives in Reisterstown. He is setting a trap for you. Dude, no. I'm on the other side of Baltimore. I'm up in Harford County, man. I'm up in the burbs, B. Thomas Staten says, I'll take snow over southern heat any day. Oh, trust me, dude. We get southern heat too. Yeah, we get southern heat too. Let's see. Sam L says about 30 minutes south from Mount Pleasant, Edmore area, if you've heard of it. There you go. Hey, speaking of which, creeping freely for you too, Miss John Lynn. She says, I felt someone talking shit about me. Bill, catch these hands. No, actually, John Lynn, it was Pabs. Yeah, it was Pabs. To quote, Pab says, the Amish are in PA. I thought John Lynn was in New Hampshire. Check your boy. Brandon says, Mount Pleasant, yes. Edmore, no. Haha. Sam L says to Thomas, my wife was incubated in Florida. Tennessee heat isn't anything. Fair. Let's see. Bill says, I didn't say crap about you, Jay. Pab says, all me, darling. Sit down. LOL. Jesus. It's getting rabid up in here. Woo. I feel the tension. Dude, Pab, she is going to put you in your place. John Lynn says, LOL. Everyone catch these hands. John Lynn, it's okay. I didn't say shit about you. Nothing. Not a thing. But I agree. Pabs can catch those hands. Right? Pabby, catch those hands. She got those dukes. Mom dukes. Anyway. Alright, so let's see. Let's just get to cutting some masking tape here, yeah? Just boop. And boop. And there we go. Now, what I like to do is I like to try to be symmetrical in my taping patterns, right? So, for instance, if I place a piece of tape down here on this side, then at the same exact time I like to place another the same piece of tape on this side, right? Or if I place a piece of tape on the inside of this piece, then I'll do the same on the inside of its corresponding piece. So that way, you can cut your masking tape and it's not just like a jumbled mess, you know what I mean? Because that's always not fun, right? This is not the best position in the world to lay down masking tape because, number one, I want to make sure that the overhead camera is getting what I'm doing, but also I have to lean over like this, and it's just like you're seeing my head and all that, right? And see, look, yeah, yeah. It just doesn't work sometimes. So, definitely not the most convenient angle to be masking at, right? but we'll make do. We'll make do. All right. Let's get some 10 mil over here, and we'll go 3 and 3. Boom. Boom. And then we're going to mask right up that line there. Right, sha. Position this around. And if it doesn't reach completely the entire length of the surface, it's okay. Just cut another piece. Easy stuff. But thankfully for us, it did. It worked good. Okay, let's see. And this part right here is definitely the most time consuming of masking. It's just after the base color is down, it's that initial masking off of the base color and all of that. It's such a absolute pain in the butt, right? And as you can see, I mix between going through the, from the tape dispenser back to the acrylic sheet and all that. Now we need one piece right there. Just to cover a wee little bare spot there. Right there. Yeah. All right, good deal. So, as you can see, we've got all of this area in the middle here all masked up. Now we just have to come around the top here and around these details, and this basically is masked and ready to go. Fun. Let's catch up with the chat, because I know there's a lot of banter going on in the chat right now. Let's see. Rusty says it was 100 plus all last week. Gets up to 117 for at least one day every year. And that's 117 in the shade. In the sun, that temp is 135. No. No. It is a dry heat, though. I will say that. It is a dry heat. Let's see. When was Sabaton Con was in the beginning of September 2019 in Arizona, right? Phoenix. And super hot, right? But there's a difference between dry heat and humid heat. Dry heat, I got no problem with. I'll go outside and I'll do whatever. Hardly sweat a bit. Humid heat, as soon as you walk outside, you're fucking drenched in sweat. It sucks. But it's home. Brandon says, move to Michigan, negative temps in the winter, 100 in the summer, little snow, fuck ton of snow. And best part is, it changes on a dime. There you go. Ty Fury says, I have a friend that visited Baltimore, asked him how it was, and he just shouts, fuck Baltimore. Yeah, I would say that too. I would say fuck Baltimore. Baltimore's a weird city, in my opinion. It's just, I don't know. It's a bit different from most of the cities that I've visited and been in. It is, I don't know. It's odd. Anyway. Bill says, Jay, sit down, you nocturnal Yoda-looking marsupial. Oh. Yeah, Bill just brought that right up to 12. John Lynn says, violence is an option tonight. Just saying. She chooses violence. Sam L says to Ty Furious, I had to take a work trip to Baltimore. I basically said the same thing. Yeah. I mean, if you can get outside of Baltimore, it's really nice. It really, really is. Take my word for it. Foodiebo says violence is a super chat function. It's true. It's true. Get your super chats in now. Let's go. Miguel Crespo, is that a bald spot? Probably. What, like, my shit's thinning, B. Like, come on. And I have it cut super short. I'm comfortable with it. It's not that bad. And it's like, yeah. It's super short on top. Like, super short. And it's thin. I'm not going to make any bones about that. Come on. But I don't give a shit, honestly. I've kept cutting my hair shorter and shorter and shorter just because I don't want to dick around with it. And then one of these days, I'm just gonna go straight up Captain Picard. Just cut the whole thing. I think I actually have a decent looking noggin for that, right? You know, some people have like weird shaped heads. I think my dome is pretty decently shaped. What do you guys think? I think so. Yeah. Fuck it. Yeah, I mean, look at it. It's definitely thinning. There's no doubt about that, right? Whatever. I'm not uncomfortable with it. You know? It's like there's no shame in my game. None. No shame in my game. Anyway, let's see. Brandon says, Jay, thought of you last week. A family of possum walked in front of my car. Did you run them over? Let's see. Bill says, come and get me, Jay. Jay says, Brandon, if the outcome is happy, you'll still be my favorite. If it's sad, then fight me. She says, someone fly me down to fight Bill. Pab says, Miguel going for the jugular. Whew, right? Bill says, it was happy. I heard he had possum stew. Shit. Y'all are going in on John Lynn. Creeping freely for you, too. John Lynn says, is it really the jugular is half? The chat has bald spots. Yeah, fuck it. I don't give a shit. Brandon says, I stopped for them to pass, but they all laid in the street, so I had to drive on the curb. Wow. John Lynn says, good, Brandon. Bill says, yeah, he didn't want tire marks on his dinner. Oh, shit. Oh, my God. Whew. Oh, boy. John Lynn says, I had a possum in our kiddie pool we got for the puppy. It was having a grand old time for itself. Let's see. She says, Bill, go check your bowels. Nice. Brandon's got $65 Amazon gift cards. What should I buy? Well, I know where you should check. The link below. What? Anyway. Let's see. Chris R says, if you're a girl, it's hot. What is? If you're a girl, it's hot. I missed something. I know I did. I don't know what it... Fuck. I missed it. Anyway. Let's see. Oh, no. Bill says, Brandon, buy some styrene sheets and a chisel or two. Bingo, right? Ungawa says, this is the right way to bald. Don't care about it. Yeah. Yeah. I don't give a shit. Brandon says, I have a bag of evergreen odds and ends in my cart. There you go. Ungawa says, no molding here. I think he meant balding. Anyway. Kenneth says, huge kiwi. I do look like a kiwi, right? With my short ass hair. And actually, it's right. It's actually kind of long right now. I kind of like it shorter than this a little bit. I'm going to have to go get a haircut. Anyway. Miguel says, I'll be glad if I have that much hair at that ripe age. Christ, you guys are thinking that I'm like senior citizen. I'm a 43. Shit. Fuck's sakes. John Lynn says, Mr. Clean Hobbit version. Hey. Remy Bro says, I'm bald too, and I'm barely 33. Oof. Sorry, man. Sorry about that. Let's see. Ungawa says, nice. You can, nice can you open here, Gumpa Noob, right? Pab says, this 5'4" Miguel on a tear tonight, right? Fudube always says, that is a comb over. It's not a comb. How do you have a comb over if you have short hair? It doesn't make sense. Anyway. Touchin says, tire rubber adds flavor. There you go. Thomas Satin says, Tommy's head stays shaved like Mr. Clean. There you go. Brandon says, hey, Bill, sent you a DM on Insta. Found a hobby square that might be a good buy. Chris R says, I heard you saying Sabo was hot. Sabo 10 was hot. So I ran back to my hobby desk to post. It was hot down there, but it wasn't that bad. It was, like I said, it was a dry heat. And I'm like, eh. Let's see. Bill says, okay, let me check. Chris R says, yes, I have your stream playing through my house. Hey, respect. John Lynn says, I'll donate hair to make Tim a wig. I don't need a wig, John Lynn. I like it. I like it with the wind on my scalp. I actually dig this. I don't mind going bald. Fuck it. Like I said, I'll go straight Captain Picard and shave this bitch off in a second. I almost did when last time I got a haircut, but I took it down to like a 3 on top and a no guard on the back and everything. Like straight up, I will shave this shit off like that. Pab says, Z is the same age and he can't get rid of that hair to save his life. I mean, yeah, but look at him. He's a fucking Adonis. John Lynn says, Tim with a Karen haircut, picture it. Oh, fuck you, John Lynn. Don't go in. Don't start in on me. I didn't start in on you. Christ. Anyway. Gumpy Uruguay says, I started losing hair around 2025. Embrace baldness, Tim. Dude, I will neither embrace it or push it away. Like, I just don't care. I really don't. Bill says, metric square ruler from Brandon. Ooh, what's this now? Shall we see? Yes. What is this? What is this? Mini square, 10 by 5 centimeter. Okay. Is it one? Is it just one? Yeah, see, it's one thickness, though. That's my only gripe about it. But for $6.48, it's not that big of a gripe. Let's put it that way. Not that big of a gripe. Yeah, that's not bad. That's not bad at all. Decent. Decent fine. Yeah. Let's see. Fudube always says Tim is wearing a wig already. Hey, look at this. Zaku Aurelius, Mr. Zach. He says, hello, cutie pie. What's up, sexy? If you haven't seen Zach's, one of Zach's newest videos, he went all in on those booby modelers. Yeah. He did. Go check it out. You want to see some boobies? Go check out his new video. Yeah. He went all in. Like, just deep. Anyway. Miguel says, I'm sorry I derailed the stream. I don't think you did. Let's see. I just saw Zach's reply. Oh, it's so funny. Anyway, Bill says, I earned my baldness. No shame. Exactly. Brandon says, I am thinning and balding. I don't mind it at all. Only sucks in the winter when my head gets cold as fuck. Put a hat on. You know? Put a hat on. Let's see. Michael Dawson says, I started going bald late freshman year in high school. Oof. He says, I love the win on my Chrome Dome. Yeah, hey, there's nothing wrong with it, right? Nothing wrong with it. John Lynn says, I need to get a haircut. Hair's getting too long again. She says, I wish I could be like Sigourney Weaver and rock the shaved look. Sigourney Weaver couldn't rock the shaved look. Sorry to break it to you. Anyway. Brandon says, just a small L square for the right price. Thought I would pass it along. Definitely. Zach says, no, I didn't. LOL. Don't send the White Knights after me. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Zach. Oh, Kenneth says, oh, that ruler brand. I bought one only 5 centimeter short type, just small and handy. Yeah. Like Pabs. Calvin Branham says, get you some testosterone for the hair problems. I don't really care enough to do that. I don't want to spend the money on it. I'm just, let's see. Pab says, poor Zach already got the doo-doos on Twitter. Yeah. Some of them boys is big mad. Pab says, I'm going to Photoshop that now, John Lynn. Please hold. Seth Builds. Yo, what up, Tim? What up, Seth? He's over there on Twitch. John Lynn says, Tim, first of all, how dare you? Hey, you came at me first. Shut up, John Lynn. Let's see. Bill says, Demi Moore rocked the shave look. Did she? Woohoo. Gumpy Uruguay says, the Simps are going to get you, Zach. Right? Bill says, Jay, watch G.I. Jane. Yeah. Ungawa says, Zach, very stoic in his observations. Yeah, I mean, he's straight stoic. Zach says, a bunch of people saw the thumbnail and watched the first 30 seconds only, and heads exploded before they could finish the video. I'm sure they did. Like, what? Oh, Brandon's got a question.
We have a question.
Whew. He says, if I added stuff from your Amazon list last night, will you still get credit for it if I buy today? I think it's a 24-hour cookie. But if you go back through the link, that'll reset the cookie. Hey. Thank you, Brandon. I appreciate you, brother. Charles Dodge says, a few years before I retired from the Army, I had the strangest bald pattern until I put the old Kevlar helmet suspension straps on my head and all the bald spots disappeared. Now it's all gone. Fuck. John Lynn says, I, for one, am pro booby videos. A lot better than the same shit over again. Yeah, I'm like, whatever. Ungawa says, oh, Twitter had an opinion on Zach. Time to have the opposite one. Easy. Seth Build says, yo, what's up, my dude? Halo 32, I'm on overnight now. Hey, there you go. Bill says, Brandon, anything you buy after following the link gets credit for it. For 24 hours. Yeah, it's a 24-hour rollover. Let's see. Pab says, Evangeline Lilly, Natalie Portman, Keira Knightley, all rocked it. Looked great. Yeah. But Sigourney Weaver? Maybe when she was younger, like Ghostbusters age. Not bad. Anyway. Pab says, even Melly had to say something in Zach's defense. LMAO. Not gonna touch that one. Brandon says, I will go through the link again. Hey, thank you. Zach says, Chris, is that true? Where? Her stories. Oh, I see what Pabs is doing. Pabs is keeping up on that Melly. What up? Man. Let's see. John Lynn says, I think she made an Insta story. Yeah. Pab says, please note that I didn't include Sigourney Weaver in that list. Ho, hey, oh. Zach says, didn't see that, but that's cool. Yeah. Ungawa says, well, Zach, with that clickbait thumbnail, you were asking for some flack. You even said so. Dude, the thumbnail was classic, man. Classic bait and switch. It's great. Because it drew the booby fanboys because they saw boobies. So it automatically drew them in. Hook, line, and sinker. Just... And then it drew in the white knights who were like, must defend them, right? And I'm like, I don't give a shit either way, man. I'm just gonna build my own shit, and you do you, boo-boo. If you got it, rock it. Just saying. If you got it, rock it. Go for it. Get no hate from me. Anyway. Bill says Keira Knightley in Domino. Yeah, where was Natalie Portman bald? V for Vendetta. Yeah. V for Vendetta. Yeah, Ungawa. There you go. Let's see. Chris Pab says, if anything, Zach, your video is a great example of how fragile people are. Fuck, right? Jesus. Like, I swear, man. Like, and that really is the problem. It's the thirsty boys that, you know, that are just like, boobies, 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 boobies. Come on, dude, get over it. You haven't seen boobies in your life? Like, come on. Shit, now that I think about it, most of them probably fucking haven't. Anyway, I digress on that. Bill says, I thought Keira Knightley still had short hair in Domino. I don't know. Halo Z32 says 100% with Zach. Watch or scroll on. Bingo. Miguel says the tipping of the fedora while watching that video was intense. Thomas Satin says not all women have the right head shape to rock the shaved head look. Exactly, right? And that was kind of like my thing. Like, if my dome was not like a decent shape, and I'm not saying it's like the perfect shape, but it's pretty decent, right? Like, it's not like bulbous in any weird areas or anything, right? Like, it's not like a mushroom head, like on the sides, like it doesn't flare out. It's just kind of straight and curved and all. But I was just like, yeah, if I got a weird looking dome, I fucking wear hats all the time. I don't give a shit. But thankfully, I don't have that issue, it seems. Lucky. Lucky. John Lynn says, I mean, can you call it White Knights if it calls out sexist attitudes? I mean, you have a good point. You have a good point. I'm more just like, you know, the ones that do it like egregiously. You know what I mean? Like, I'll defend a chick until the cows come home. Like, I've done it before. I'll do it again. I don't give a shit. If they're my friend, like, yo, I will go through thick and thin. Right? But it's like people that are just like fans and all that. It's just like, and I don't know, just like people that like make up like wild excuses and stuff. Like, come on, dude. Like, really? That's what you got? Like, come on. Anyway, Pab says your mother has them. Okay. John Lynn says not for Zach, but for the comments that the girls in the hobby get sometimes. No, John Lynn, I'm right there with you. Messages and stuff that the females get, fucking bullshit, right? Disgusting. And those are the dudes. I'm not saying it's their fault. It's the fucking dudes. Jackasses. Bill says, yes, if some random feels they have to stand up for you, then it is white knighting. It implies that the individual can't stand up for themselves and is actually kind of an insult to that person. Fair. yeah, I mean, it's fair on all sides, I think, at that point. Yeah. Pab says, you rock the look, Timothy. I can imagine with bangs or something, you have a silhouette. I never did that. Never did that. I was always the high and tight kind of haircut guy. Yeah. I always had the Marine cut without ever being in the Marines. I just liked it. It's way easier. Yeah. Anyway, Pabs says, sounds like we have a mechanism DMC. Could be. John Lynn says, I don't know how I feel about that one, Bill. I call out people when they make comments. Am I a white knight? I mean, if you're calling out bullshit, John Lynn, you're calling out bullshit, you know? And I can see your point. Trust me, I do see your point. And I think that it's a lot more complex issue than yay or nay, you know? I think what it boils down to for me, it's just like, if you are, if you come across as like one of these dudes, these fucking incel boys, you know what I mean? Or like, for lack of a better term, a simp. And you can tell those types of people. But for those, for those people that are just be like, hey, you know what, dude, that's not fucking cool. Don't do that. You can tell the difference, right? And I think the white knighting comes in as a negative to those people that are like the simps, the incels, the creepy ones. We all know what I mean, right? Like, oh God, I think I love you. Like, get the fuck out of here. But for those people that call people out and just stand up for what's right, I think that is a difference. And I think that's the more, dare I say, noble gesture of it. Like I said, it's a complex issue, and it's not one that we're going to solve here tonight in the next 12 minutes. But I think there's a fine line. I think there's a fine line. Yeah. That's just my 2 cents. Anywho. Zach says, the problem is I wasn't being sexist. They just immediately assumed that before listening to me. Yeah, exactly. And I think Zach really just kind of hit it right on the head. It's not the girls. The girls are just doing their thing. Boo boo, do your thing. Just do your fucking thing, girl. Rock it. If you got it, rock it. Show it to me. No, I'm fucking around. I'm messing with it. I'm kidding. Totally kidding. But I'm not. No, but I am. I am kidding. I am. No, I am. But that's the thing. No, Zach hit it right on the head. It's not the girls. It's the dudes. It's the thirsty, nasty, weird, live in your mom basement fucking dudes that don't have social norms. I just don't get it. Belted Earl with the sponsor. I don't even know what that means. But thank you, Earl. Yeah, but no, Zach, I think, hit it right on the head. It's not the girls. It's the dudes, man. It's the fucking dudes. Like, come on. Let's see. Ungawa says white knighting has some intent behind it, I think. No? Yeah. I think it does in a little... It has a subtle intent. Subtle. John Lynn says, "Oh, I know, Zach, but there's been massively popular videos on guys bashing booby streamers, and those are fuckheads. Those guys are fuckheads. They're dumb shits. I've seen them. Most of them can't model to save their life, and they're insignificant. And why would we listen to them? You know?" Krabby Zero over there on YouTube, he says they're not called White Knights, they are called simps. Zaku Aurelius says exactly. Bill says, are you standing up for someone else, or are you pointing out a bad attitude? That is the difference, and it can be hard to tell. Yeah, I mean, it can. It absolutely can. Ongawa says, Zach, your intent with the video doesn't seem to matter much in this case. And that's on people. You can lead a horse to water, but you can't make him drink, right? Brandon says, what BSI glue do you like? There is an 8-ounce bottle, of course. Brandon, this, the purple one. The Instacure Plus, gap filling medium, 5 to 15 second is the purple one. That's the one I like the best. The purple. Let's see. Zach says, that's why I finally made the video. I've wanted to make that video for ages, but there's been a lot of boob hate lately, so it was time. Yeah, fair. Seth Build says, the only female Gunpla builder I simp over is Sin. C-Y-N. I've not really seen anything of hers. Pab says, I like Insecure Plus medium viscosity. Yeah, I think that's the one in purple, right? Yeah. Oh, God, I see one of Bill's comments here, and I'm going to get to it, and it's very disturbing. Let's see. Manny says, hey, guys and gals, I'm back. What's up, Manny? Thomas Staten says, incels and simps are just the worst. Dude, right? Brandon says, thanks, Pabs. That is what this one is. 8 ounces for $21. Seems like a good deal to me. Yeah. Shit, and I get the 2 ounces, and that's... Damn, yeah. Rusty says, I don't hate boobs. Lord knows if I had some, I would use it to my advantage. I just don't like the idea of one market invading a community I enjoy when there is already a place for them to sell. I don't know. I mean, a lot of these girls are very talented. You know? A lot of them are very, very talented. I wouldn't necessarily discount them just because they are using what they have to their advantage. You know? I mean, Lord knows I use what I have to my advantage. Mind you, it's not physical attributes. It's... I make cool shit. They make cool shit too. They just are a lot prettier than me. Hey. But for you ladies out there, I am single now, so what's up? Fucking around. Pab says there's a difference between defending someone to be in someone's good graces and defending someone because you know that person personally and you know better. Yeah. Ongawa says, some good memes lately of simps versus incels. Oof, that's a war I don't want to see. Chris R says, come here, Mika. Jesus Christ. That fucking guy. Bill says, what is an incel? Never heard that one before. Oh. Bill, you don't want to open that Pandora's box. You don't want to open that Pandora's box because once you go down that rabbit hole, there's no coming back. Yeah. An incel, yeah, thank you, Thomas. Involuntarily celibate. Celibate? I don't know. Celibacy. I don't know. Anyway, it's dudes that just can't get laid. That's kind of the cut and dry of it. And since they can't get laid because they are fucking weird, most of them, they become bitter against women. And they think women are terrible and should be killed and all this weird shit. It's almost like a fucking cult. Just twisted shit. And then they're mad at dudes that are, good looking. They call them chads and shit like that. And it's just a whole fucking weird little culture. And it's disturbing, really. It really just is. Yeah, go get some fucking therapy, dude. Like, come on. It's not that bad. Just fucking A. Oof. Anyway. Kids today. John Lynn says, if I can make it on Mechanism, I'd like to have it as a DMC because it'd be a good one. No doubt. Yeah. John Lynn, remember it. And we'll bring it up, next week? Yeah. Bill says, go for it, Jay. Yeah. Let's see. Zach says, you know whose fault it is? It's the fault of the Wang. The fucking Wang. Yeah. That fucking Wang, man. Pab says, those ladies have their audience. It does zero harm. Yeah. Yeah. John Lynn says, how is it invading and what place to sell? Yeah, I mean, exactly. Pab says, the Wangs. Pab says, for fuck's sake, Zach, I haven't heard that word since 2005. And Gawa says, LOL, throwback Mondays, right? Seth Build says, people are mad stupid. They are fucking stupid. Bill says, I don't get booby streamers. I tune in if I like the content and not the body parts of the streamer. I mean, to each their own, And Bill says, here it is. And Bill says, except Tim. He is cute, tee. Fucking disturbing. Fucking disturbing, Bill. Jesus. Halo Z. Halo Z32 says, so when is the next hot tub stream, Tim? Trust me. You don't want to see all this in a hot tub. I'm not there yet. I'm hitting the gym. I'm doubling my efforts in the gym now. I've got a new program, and I definitely want it to be a hot boy summer. But you're not gonna fucking catch me in a hot tub anytime soon. I'm sorry. Unless it's with one of those booby streamers, then maybe I'll think about it. But until then, no. Oh, whew. Anyway. Seth Build says she's a Facebook homie. It's not even really simping, but she does get a lot of bullshit in her DMs. Yeah, I'm sure. They all do, unfortunately. And that's the fucking dudes, right? Fucking jackholes. Touching says, I'll tune in for boobs. I like what I like. Try to be respectful, though. Nothing wrong with that. As long as you're respectful. Yeah. John Lynn says, it's not boo. Hate per se, but more deep-rooted issues of women becoming successful in a male-dominated hobby, but that's a topic for another time. Fair. Seth says, I simp for Tim. Thank you, Seth. Pab says, I've seen that midriff, Tim. Use it to your advantage. Oh, no. You saw the midriff pre-COVID, Pabs. This is now post-COVID and almost post-divorce. So it's not there yet. It needs to get a bit better. Yeah. So, soon. Bill says, that was a joke, Tim. I know, Bill. Shit. I'm joking, too. John Lynn says, Tim, how you doing? Right? Seth Build says, Zach's a cutie, too. What's good, bro? Nice hair, right? Ungawa says, Tim using his receding hairline to sell his modeling. Hey, whatever fucking works, right? What's up, girl? How you doing? Anyway. Brandon says, Pabs, will the display handle work with the Madworks round stock chisels? I think so. Rusty says, it seems that many of you are conflating boob hate with woman hate. Women are not just their boobs, and my issue is the kids who are acting like that's all they are. Well, yeah, but that kind of brings it back to the guys, you know. That is it? I mean, who's at that point? Like, who's the one? I guess who's the one in the wrong? I don't want to necessarily say wrong. At some point, it does go wrong, right? But who's the weird one in that situation? You know what I mean? Like, it's the thirsty fucking weird dudes being weird. Just saying. Plastic Peon Workshop says, let them do what they want to do. You do your thing. You shouldn't concern yourself with things that aren't you. Yeah. John Lynn says, that's because, Rusty, most of the time those overlap and become the same thing. Ongawa says, yes, Brandon, but I prefer the MadWorks handle as it's easier to change chisels. Yeah. Thomas Staten says they aired an episode of FBI Most Wanted about it. Hey. Oh, incels? Yeah. And if that's what you're talking about, Thomas, I don't know. Ongawa says, Rusty, there is some dissonance in your statements. Yeah. Tetchison says, I'm working on it. Seth Build says, I'm hype training it up for the Hop Tub stream. Jesus Christ. Pab says, agreed. You say they're invading your community. That sounds like hating to me. I wouldn't want to necessarily put words in another person's mouth at this point, but I get where everybody's coming from. Kevin Branham says, Tim, rock the full bald. Put a tat on both sides of the head, and I'll see you Wednesday night. See ya all. I'm not getting a head tattoo, Kelvin, but thank you for watching, brother. I appreciate you. Seth Build says, let me know if you want some programs for the gym. I used to be a trainer and power lifter. Dude, no, I've been training since in high school, and I stopped for a while because of all the bullshit. So now I'm back in the gym 6 nights a week, going full bore. Walking on the trail every morning. Yeah. Watching what I eat, everything. It's just, yeah. And I just started, so it's fucking grueling right now. But once I get into it and once I get used to it, I'm sure it'll be fine. Let's see. Pab says, work on that David Michelangelo. Yeah. Let's see. Riotous Axis 1, he says, over there on Twitch, he says, hello, I am planning to make a custom Zaku 2. I saw that you made some panel lines on a Zaku, and I was wondering how you drew them out. Did you use a normal pencil or a lead pencil? No, just a normal pencil. Yeah, just a normal pencil. Sand up the surface a little bit with some high grit sandpaper, and then just go to town, just kind of laying out your design, and just kind of go from there. And once you get kind of a basic design, then you can kind of start fine-tuning it, measuring, mirroring, all that stuff. But just to get the basic design, the idea, what it might look like, yeah, just a high grit sandpaper, just a normal pencil, have at it. Yeah. Zach says, bye-bye, birdie, priming the Mark V. Zach, love you, brother. Pab says, make it black to Zach. God, don't do that. Am I fucking... seriously, am I a fucking cliche because I don't like the color black on scale models? What the fuck? It's just not realistic. Sue me. Anyway. Anna Frame says, health is wealth. You goddamn right it is. Yeah. John Lynn says, started back on intermittent fasting again, Tim. No headaches this time. 10 pounds down so far. Congratulations, John Lynn. I tried intermittent fasting for a couple months, and I did good on it initially, but then I just plateaued hard, and it's just not, just didn't work. It just didn't suit me. But I know people that it knocked it out of the park. But for me and my physiology, it just didn't work. C'est la vie. Seth says, you're going to kill it, man. Fitness is a journey, my dude. Good to see you keeping the physical and mental health in mind. We all know how taxing the hobby can be. Oh, fuck, dude. The goddamn hobby is my sanctuary, bruh. I love this shit. This is where I come to get away. This is my respite. Fuck. Normal life is the bullshit. Fucking hobby's awesome. Oh. Bill says to Ungawa, that is the problem. Something you should discuss elsewhere. I don't think you can have a deep convo like that needs in chat tonight. Yeah, no, absolutely. You know, like I said, it's not. We're not gonna solve the ills of the world in a fucking live stream chat. Nor am I gonna solve it just by talking about it here. If I did, then hey, I'm Nobel Prize. Hey, you know, it just is what it is. We have a thought. We have a talk. Just is. Yeah, we all have opinions, you guys. We all have fucking opinions. Like assholes. We all have assholes too, right? If you're like Julio, clipping nubs, you might even have two. Anyway. Riotous Access, thank you for the advice. You're welcome, man. Michael Dawson says, I just had 2 Angus burgers for dinner. Oof. Color me jealous. Pab says LMAO, that's why I said it. John Lynn says, I'm sorry, giant robots aren't realistic, Tim. John Lynn, fuck you. Couple Uruguay says, I went back to the gym back in January, and then gyms closed for COVID until last week. Now to get back on track, I'm going twice a day. Shit. Monday to Friday. Gotta work hard to get that JoJo body. Son, get it, Javier. That's what I'm talking about. Seth says, John Lynn, I've been seeing your progress on Insta. Congrats, my dude. John Lynn, look at that. You got a fan in Seth. Good job. Michael Dawson says, not realistic yet. Yeah. John Lynn says, it's been keto and intermittent fasting for me, and these kids keep me on my feet a lot. Well, that's the thing, right? Like, so back in my early to late 20s, I used to work for Edie's Grand Ice Cream here on the East Coast. On the West Coast, it's Dryers. And I was what was called a route salesman. And what I would do is I would have a route, a grouping of stores in a, contained area that I would service every day during the week, not on the weekends. But our drivers would deliver the product. I would come in, put the product to the shelf, order whatever else they needed for the rest of the week, for the next week, what have you. Come back, do it again in a couple days, bada bing, bada boom. And I got paid too. I was like making $40,000 as like at 22. Like fucking crazy. But that's besides the point. The point is that I was in great goddamn shape back then, because not only did I walk miles every day, but I also broke down pallets of ice cream and shit, and that stuff's heavy too. And when you get them shrink wrapped in 6, in a 6 container thing, so I'd be lifting boxes up and putting them up, putting them down every place and all that, and that shit was like, that was work, and I loved it. And then after that, I just went to shit because I sat the rest of the fucking time because I got office jobs and stuff. So it is what it is. Let's see here. But Tetsugen says, what's not realistic about black? I always used to avoid it myself in favor of navy blue, etc. Not sure I would still do that. So just real quick, Cliff Notes version, because I've said it way too many times. If you use black on a model, it doesn't look realistic because it's a pure black. But if you see a black painted like plane or jet or what have you in real life out in the sunlight, even if it's cloudy, if you took a picture of it, brought it into Photoshop, and color dropped any of the colors on the surface of that plane, even in the shadows, it wouldn't be pure black. It would be dark shades of gray. The only black that you're going to see on that plane are in the deep dark shadows, the panel lines, all of that. All of that. That's the only places scaled realistically that you would find a true black. Don't blame me. Don't kill the messenger. It's just facts. Hashtag facts. You know? That's the deal of it. And seeing a 1/100th scale model, or even a 1/144 scale model painted in black, it does not look realistic at all. Now, mind you, there's a caveat. Caveat, whatever. Fugazi, fushmezi. Anyway, if you're going for a more artistic look, rules are out the window. Just saying. Rules are out the window. If you guys have ever watched Archer, that animated spy series, I used to. I don't really watch it anymore. But in the early seasons, he was just like, I have a black turtleneck, a slightly darker black turtleneck, and very dark gray. And it's just like, if you're gonna do it, do very dark gray. Anyway. On a frame, true child of Mecha. Thank you, buddy. Rusty says, I used to be in great shape, exercised every day. Now I am on a heart transplant waiting list. God damn, I'm sorry to hear that, Rusty. Damn. He says, good health is subjective, and bad health can hit you out of nowhere. You're goddamn right, dude. I'm sorry about that. Best of luck, bro. Seth Builds says, same. I've been bad about turning off when I build lately. This move to Houston has been absolutely terrible. Whew. People be moving every place, man. Let's see. Bill says Tetsugen and he believes that grays are more realistic for scale modeling. And Tetsugen says, but why though? That's before I explained it. Anyway, Thomas Staton says, before I got this acid, AICD, on a good day I used to bench 415. What the shit, son? 380, decent day, 385. Leg press, 995. Very nice. Very fucking respectable. The closest I got on that to leg press is one of my last sets was like 800. And I think I pulled maybe 8 out of that set. Doing almost 1,000. Respect. And I just don't bench. Not with like a straight bar. I'd just dumbbells. That's all I do. John Lynn says, "Oh, thanks, Seth." Krabby says, "Can a stealth mobile suit be black?" It can be if it was real, but I'd still go for a very dark gray. Just saying. Hi, Craig says, gyms are here are still closed. Sucks. Damn. See, the gym that I go to just moved their mask policy to recommended rather than required. And I go late at night, so it doesn't fucking matter anyway. In fact, I'm going to get ready and go after the stream. Bill says the density of pigments when scaled and instead something like a charcoal gray gets the point across. Exactly. Exactly. Because the light, if something's outside and the light transmits onto the surface, it's going to lighten that that black into a gray, right? So, case in point, check me out. My phone. Ooh, did I get messages? Oh, I got some messages. Anyway, I'll check that out later. But turn off. Anyway, so obviously we all know that the screen is black, right? But now look at that. The reflection. That screen's no longer completely black now, is it? No, there's a reflection in that, right? Same thing with this surface here, right? This is a matte black, and it is absolutely black. But look at it. Does that look black? To your eyes, does it look black? No. There are subtle, all sorts of subtle shades of gray. And then there's this bright highlight right across here, right? That's a super bright gray or maybe even white. So what I mean is that black in its truest sense is not realistic on a scaled model. Especially not a Gundam that is scaled to 1/100 or 1/44. You might be able to get away with it on a larger scaled model, 1/35, something like that, 1/6, something. But on a smaller scale, it just doesn't look good. Doesn't look realistic to me. Nope. Never has, never probably will. Anyway. John Lynn says, thanks for the income flex, Tim. It is what it is. Tetsugen George says, I don't get it. Density of pigments when scaled. Since it's smaller, denser pigments would make sense. Bill says to Thomas Staten, why are you taking a hit of acid before working out? Isn't that a little dangerous? Wow. Let's see. Colin says, tried working out at home, but I'm a gym guy. Yeah, me too. I'm not into working out at home. It's just it's not fun. Let's see. Brandon says, just dropped my phone on my face because I fell asleep. Oh, shit. He says, night all. Night, Brandon. Brandon's wife's going to be like, why is your nose bleeding? I got in a fight with the phone. The phone won. Shit. Oh, man. Oh, Jesus. Rusty says, as I like to say, there is no such thing as black or white, just different shades of gray. In the modeling world, yeah, I think so. Seth Build says, big facts, realistic color spectrum. Yeah. Brennan Hay is with us over there on YouTube. He says, I get some exercise at work and treating it like a gym makes some jobs easier over time. Exactly. Pab says, next SCGMC theme, black. Figures. Brandon says, later, Bill. Night, Tim. Thanks for a great stream and the kind words earlier. Dude, you're welcome. Congratulations again, Brandon. Good shit. Charles says, or black blues, black green, black red, black purple. Dark gray isn't the only way to get the black look. Oh, absolutely. That's just an example I've been using. That's all. Rusty says, I currently have a defibrillator. They just implanted last month. Damn. Rusty and Thomas, I'm sorry, you guys. That sucks. Let's see. Tetsugen says, depends on if you're baking lights / shadows into your paint job, I think. I still think the dark gray looks way better, or dark brown or dark red or whatever, like Charles said, than full black. The other reason is that you can't see panel lining. Because let's face it, if you panel line with a lighter color, you're dead to me. It just doesn't look good. It looks like Tron, right? It looks like Tron. No go. So, you know, another reason would be to see the actual panel lines. Just saying. Let's see. Seth says, I love H. John Benjamin. Yeah, he's funny. Thomas Staten says, I've had mine since I was 27. I just turned 36. Fuck, man. I'm sorry. Bill says, to Tetchin, that is part of his style. Color choices are part of individual styles. Yours doesn't have to match his. No, yeah, and Bill, trust me, and for everybody else, George Tetchin and I have known each other for years and years and years. Trust me, we have differences of opinion, but he's still my boy. So, yeah. Tetchin says, dude, just trying to understand his reasoning, and yours, I guess. Yeah, no, I totally get it. Let's see. Seth says, LOL, wow, Twitch. Twitch thinks my thoughts on bench is controversial. Let's see. Bill says, also Tetchin, he doesn't really appreciate or highlight, so his color choices reflect that in his style. True. George says, I think it looks about as black as black paint, unless I am faking diffusing lighting effects within the paint job. Yeah. Krabby says, just use Vanta Black. The black is black that absorbs a lot of light. Hey. I'm being creative. Mr. James. He says, hey, pretty lady. What's up there? Goon sack? Charles Dodge says, black should only be used in the deepest shadows if you're painting in the shadows and highlights. Pab says, oh, James, you smooth talker. Michael Dawson says, I'm out. Good night, everyone. Good night, Michael. We're about to wrap up here, too. Rusty says, Vanta or Muso Black should only be used on action bases, in my opinion. I don't even know if they should be used at all on scale modeling. That's just me. James says, make that pretty ladies. Hey. Pabs with the heart. Charles Dodge says, you can't really use the Vanta Muso Black 2-3 on models minis unless you leave them unsealed. The sealing material changes the properties of the paint, negating the whole purpose of those paints. Yeah. Tetchison says, I try not to hold your differences of opinion against you, Tim. Thank you, George. I appreciate you, brother. Greek Nakos, Charles over there, he says, Seth, sorry, it was actually the weight type that it didn't like. Oof. Don't type in bold, Seth. Twitch is going to get you. All right, kids. Fuck. We're done for the night. I didn't do hardly shit on this base. Screw it. I'll get to it when I get to it. I'm going to prime this damn Quell tomorrow, and we're going to get on that Wednesday. So, anyway, good overall talking stream, I think, tonight. Had some fun. Good conversations. Got a little deep there for a minute, but we pulled it out in the end. Yeah. And, ladies, for, the booby streamers out there, if you do want to send me some pictures, you know where to find me. No, I'm kidding. Kidding. Or am I? I don't know. Anyway. All right, you guys. All right, so let's go through this here one more time. If you are interested in any of the tools and materials that we use on a daily basis, there's an Amazon link in the description. That side, if you're watching on Facebook, I do get a bit of a commission based off the stuff that you buy, but it does not increase the cost for you. It just goes to help support what we do here. If you want to rock one of the Froggy shirts, man, go get you one at www.shadowmecha.com. Hit the store button up at the top. You'll be transported to the store. You'll find the Frog. You will find the 9 other Mecha Decal Insignia series shirts. You'll find the Ace Pilot shirts, a whole bunch of other shirts, and hats and prints of my work and all that fun stuff. So go load up on that. And if you really want to show your support for what we do here, man, go hit up the Chowder Mecha Patreon. There's a lot of cool stuff going on over there. giveaways, hangouts, exclusive posts, more pictures and stuff like that. Getting ready to drop some Mecha Studio podcasts over there very, very soon, probably within the next few days. So, if you have the inclination and the ability to do so, man, go show your support on Patreon. It would mean a ton to us and help support, what we do here as well. So, and as always, if you're interested in kits, paints, tools, accessories, Mecha Decals, sheets 1, 2, and 3, those are in stock and shipping now. Sheet 4 will be on pre-order soon-ish. There's a ton of good stuff. Adam and the fine folks down here at USA Gundam Store, they're definitely going to have what you need. So with that being said, man, come on back on Wednesday, and we're going to continue. We're going to actually get back on the Quell. He should be all primed up, base coated, all that fun stuff. And we'll get back to masking again. Maybe you guys can see my balding head some more. Anyway, guys, have a great night. I'm gonna go hit the gym. It's leg and shoulders tonight. Tomorrow's gonna suck really bad. But anyway, guys, I will see you on Wednesday. Take care. Be safe out there. Use some common sense. And above all else, build something cool. I'll see you guys. Bye.